But it's the first time they've ever dealt with objective reality. And objective reality has so many gifts. And if you want to know about those gifts, just ask any man, because we got to deal with objective reality every day. We're told how much we can't bench. We know how much we can't bench. We know how much money we don't have. And we know which girls don't want to fuck it. We're reminded of it every day. And that fucking no, those no's that we hear every day, that's the weight that we deadlift every day to become stronger men. And then eventually we become so strong that those women do want to date us, and that money is in our bank account because we dealt with objective reality.
Why don't you get on and walk home then?
Oh, I will.
It's gonna be a long walk, sweetie. You're about to see what the real world is like.
You right? Yeah.
Hey. Hey.
Thank you.
Hold on a sec.
Guys can be real jerks sometimes.
Yeah,
Hey, wait.
Yeah.
Guys, this is what goes back to what I said before. No matter how poorly a woman treats you, she is going to do just fine as soon as she walks away.
She gets out of the car.
Your girlfriend is not being punished by God because she cheated on you. She's in the Bay of Biscayne sucking some rich guy off. She's just fine. She's in WeHo doing blow at a mansion party. She's not thinking about you. She's good. Like, live your life, do better, work on your bench press max, fix your business, get in better shape. Don't worry about her. And that's the other thing. Like, this idea that there are millions. The only thing growing faster than the only economy is the simp economy. There's plenty of men to save these hoes. When you're done with them, don't worry about it. Don't try to punish them. Move on with your life and do better and become a top 10%.
You're not going to teach them a lesson.
Not going to teach them a lesson. You're not going to teach any of these women. I know that's hard. The problem is, like, you being frustrated with what
she really respected me as she walked out of that car.
Gentlemen, the idea that women do things that frustrate you, that's fair. But the idea that women do things that frustrate you and you're going to punish them and teach them a lesson, we're way past that. There's too many men who have no options with women to sit there and save them. So just don't think about this. You're sitting there bitching at women. You're calling women sluts who wouldn't have sex with you. What does that say about you? You're sitting there calling women whores when your dick is dry and you're broke. One more time, gentlemen, if you're calling women whores when your dick is dry and you're broke, then again, I'm not saying they aren't even whores. I'm not even saying they're not. My point is, don't do that unless you are fixing your own life. If you're literally the energy that you derive is like, oh, I called a woman a whore. Yes, my butt tingling. Yay. I call him a whore. Just stop. Seriously. If you sit there and talk to a bunch of successful men and you ask them, hey man, have you ever left negative YouTube comments on a TikTok? They'll be like, bro, I don't even know how. I'm too busy fucking my hot wife and building my business. I don't have time to leave this negativity. Got it? Beautiful.
Let's start with our first word problem for today. If I buy an $80 dress in cash, how much money did I spend? Ricky.
You spent $80.
Wrong. 80 times cash is 0, which means it's free. If I buy makeup for $50 and then return it, how much money did I make?
Wait, what do you mean make money?
Lexi.
I actually make a profit of $50.
Correct. Someone's been doing their homework. All right, class, last question. If I go to a concert this month and I paid $600 for the tickets 6 months ago, how much are the tickets now? Caitlin.
Easy. They're free.
Correct. 200 times 6 months divided by 6 months is 0, which means it's free.
Oh my god, none of this makes any sense.
Ricky, looks like you're gonna have to attend my summer class again this year.
Anybody agree?
Somebody call math.
Girl math.
Yeah. I think we're laughing because there's a little bit of truth in there, right? I think a lot of times people don't understand how much stuff costs. You know what I'm saying? I think that happens.
It's already paid for, so it's free.
Already paid for.
But we've been making payments for the last 6 months. No, it's free.
That was funny.
Cool. How much is it to go to the party? Is it free for women and $17,000 for guys?
Pretty much around that.
I've seen that. What was the party? No, there was one. It was in LA. It was 17 grand for guys and it was free for women. It was the something
Kinky Rabbit.
Kinky Rabbit. So somebody came to me and was like, yeah, you should come to this party. It's 17,000 for guys. And so I'm like, girl, are you out of your mind? 17,000? Do you understand? You go to Fremont. You remember how many hookers you could get on Fremont for $17,000? Not that I would ever do that, but like, are you crazy? 17,000? Like, do you understand? The women, their vagina must make them float at $17,000. That's crazy, bro. Ryan is the host of Pillow Talk. He's been a buddy of mine for a little while. Ryan is another friend of mine is Bree Stern. Bree and I have been friends probably longer than I've been friends with Ryan. They met each other. They started dating. They've been dating for a little while. And then Ryan did my show. And right after that, Bree and Ryan broke up. I think they're still cool. I'm not really sure. Bree, I'll just let you watch the story here. Ready? Watch.
Just heard Andrew Tate settled down and got himself a girlfriend. I can't wait to see her.
Yeah, Bree messaged me. She's like, I'm with Andrew Tate right now. And the thing was so funny. And I was like, I didn't know how to address it. And Ryan did the best, the funniest I've ever seen. He's like, I'm going to make content out of this.
Good way to
I think
handle
that's a good way to
it.
frame
it's
it
really
for
good way
sure.
to
By the way, his birthday party was outrageous. You saw those people having sex next to us.
Yes.
Yeah, he got in the news because he started singing in sync on stage, like on the second floor balcony. And these two people just started right next to him. Like it was
nothing.
Like it was nothing.
Yeah.
And he's just like high-fiving the guy while he's like getting a job from this girl. And he's like, you're on my fire. He's like singing his shit.
He's just looking over here, like, going at
It's
it.
pretty funny. Anyway, shout out to Ryan.
There we go. Let's do this one.
I get this question all the time because I've hosted like 60 bikini competitions. They're like, Michael, what happens when really unattractive women host your try to get in the bikini competition? I'm like, I encourage it because it's the first time in their entire life they've ever faced objective reality.
That's actually a good question. Because,
Yeah.
like, I mean, I've done a lot of bikini contests with you. That's
Yeah.
how we met. But, like, was there a turnaround for, like, a turn down process? Like,
No,
when
we
you
just
say
let them
no?
all go up there. We just let them all go up there and look there. And this is the first time they've ever thought, oh yeah, I'm as pretty. Like they look at you and Ambry and Masha and they're like, oh, I'm as pretty as them. And I'm like, we're here to help, honey. We're gonna put you up on stage. We're gonna let you know who's pro men boxing and women's sports? Andrew Wilson. Have you seen Andrew? Andrew is totally pro this because he's like, let them get what they want.
Yeah,
let them get their ass kicked. Like they're the ones who voted for it.
Aaron Claire's the same way.
Yeah, they're
He's
like super
this
in
is
favor
what
of
you
it.
wanted.
It's like for me, I love doing bikini competitions and having women who have no business come up there and do it, and then afterwards be like, "This is rigged." Like you think you're as attractive as Kayla Rocket? Like you really think that you're as attractive as Ambry McKee, Masha Diddock? You really think this is true? Like you're Tabby G? Like you're out of your mind. But I don't say that. I'm like, well, sorry, I guess you didn't bring Michelle Martin for some reason. I don't know what happened there. That's so weird. Must be rigged. But it's the first time they've ever dealt with objective reality. And objective reality has so many gifts. And if you want to know about those gifts, just ask any man because we got to deal with objective reality every day. We're told how much we can't bench. We know how much we can't bench. We know how much money we don't have. And we know which girls don't want to fuck it. We're reminded of it every day. And that fucking those no's that we hear every day, that's the weight that we deadlift every day to become stronger men. And then eventually we become so strong that those women do want to date us and that money is in our bank account because we dealt with objective reality. I heard about this thing at the sex parties that there are dudes that are flown in just to like have sex with the wives. Is that a thing?
I've actually never heard of
are they called?
men being flown in. I've never heard of that.
What is it called?
I was going to say bulls.
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 Yeah. So you ever had bulls at these parties?
Yeah. Oh yeah, bulls. I just never heard of them being flown in.
Okay, so like, how does somebody get picked to be a bull?
You got to be buff, fit.
Yeah.
You got to look like you're a Chippendale.
Yeah.
Like a man that's really gonna wreck your wife.
So
I can't look like that, so
Yeah.
you better do.
Okay,
the
so
job.
what I'm a little curious about. So the couples come in and the bulls come in. So like, it seems like there's more men than women there. How does that work out?
It's usually 50-50.
Okay, so where do the extra women come from?
Extra friends, just homegirls bringing homegirls.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's usually how it is with bringing extra women because it's always going to be male overpowered. So.
Yeah. Again, $17,000 for men.
Mhm. And
Free
you
for
always
women.
have to bring a woman.
Yeah, free for women.
17,000, and you have to bring.
And you have to bring a woman. There you go.
Damn.
It's like coming to my birthday party. All right. Let's
Yeah,
do
it is.